This is Ella Star with your Key Races and Bets podcast for Saturday, March 15th, 2025. This Key Races and Bets podcast is brought to you by Amwager.com, AMWAGER. Amwager.com is a great legal online wagering website for horse racing, covering most tracks in North America and many around the world. Amwager.com is legal in the U.S. and available to residents of most states as well. Check it out, Amwager.com. You can also get the written version of this podcast, the Key Races and Bets blog, free by going to Amwager.com, clicking How to Bet, and Ella Star's blog, no login required. We're going to start with the Hutcheson Stakes on Saturday, March 15th. This is race 4 at Gulfstream Park with a post time of 2:20 Eastern, and there's two strong contenders here in Multiverse and Guns Loaded. Multiverse comes off the best race of his career, was at this distance over the track 5 weeks ago. Multiverse rallied from 6th of 10 to sweep past, drawing off by 4 lengths, a career best 91 Echo-based speed figure, which is tied with Rolando for the best last race figure in the field. However, Rolando is indeed the lead type, whose only 2 wins came when in front from the start. He's at a disadvantage to Guns Loaded, who draws inside in the gate, and he was faster in the first quarter mile. From the outside, Van Dyke can get Multiverse to relax, just like last time when the pace center ran 45 and 4 tenths for the opening half mile. In this case, with Guns Loaded likely to go under 45, allowing Multiverse to sweep past once again for the win. Guns Loaded is reunited with Luis Saez, up for his only 2 wins, one at the 6 furlong trip and the other at a mile around 1 turn. Guns Loaded earned a 95 figure in the 6 furlong win from the 2 posts. He's likely to get the early lead, as I mentioned, just as he did that day last November. If he gets no pressure, which may not be the case, but if he does get no pressure, Guns Loaded can win. But if any of the other 4, especially Rolando, put any pressure on him, it sets up Multiverse. In the Hutcheson, race 4 at Gulfstream, 2:20 Eastern, Saturday, March 15th. Multiverse is a win bet. Low odds overlay at 8-5 or more. Guns Loaded can be considered at 2-1 or more as another win bet. Moving up to Aqueduct for the Jimmy Winkfield Stakes on March 15th. This is race 4 at 2:47 Eastern. The win contenders are Saxton and T-Craft, and for second, I might use ICANN. Saxton was put in a claiming race for the first time last month in his 6th career start, and probably was surprised. He was claimed by high percentage trainer Brittany Russell, who I was surprised doesn't do much claiming. She's only claimed 17 horses in the past 3 years, winning with 6. More importantly, Brittany Russell have won with 4 of her last 5 off the claim. This claim intrigued me a lot because the new connections can make a little profit here, having spent $62,500, the winner's share of $75,000, and of course they get to keep the horse because this is not a claiming race. Considering Saxton won the first 2 starts of his career, both sprints, and won his most recent race with a field high 92 Echo-based speed figure, and that he has a tactical speed to sit 3rd early as neither lead types do it for Michael and Paul as the star battle it out, Saxton gets top billing. T-Craft also can close into the tiring pace setters just as he did last time out on February 14th. When moving from 4th to 1st on the turn drawing off, he improved to a 90 figure that day from 83, so he's in contention to improve again, probably run as fast as Saxton. Lascano was aboard for the first time in the most recent win, rides back. There's a little doubt that T-Craft can win if he takes another step forward. I'll use ICANN in second on exacta tickets as he finished second behind T-Craft last month with an 87 figure. He may not be need the lead type as Do It for Michael and Paul Star appeared to be, but he was ridden that way last time out. In his only win, he closed from 3rd, but that was at 5 furlongs. Still, from an outside post, gives Manny Franco the option of relaxing him early and coming on for a piece, but I don't think he's good enough to win. So in the Jimmy Winkfield Stakes, race 4 at Aqueduct at 2:47 Eastern, Saxton is a win bet, probably another low odds overlay. I'd bet him at 9-5 or more. I would consider a win bet on T-Craft at 2-1 or more. And for the exacta, I want to play Saxton and T-Craft over Saxton, T-Craft, and ICANN. Moving back down to Gulfstream for a really nice turf sprint. This is the Captiva Island Stakes, race 7 at Gulfstream on Saturday, March 15, 3:50 Eastern. The win contenders are Band on a Run, Just a Care, and Dancing Duchess. This 5 furlong turf sprint field is top heavy in early speed types. One of those is Opponent's Hope, and even though she won the similar ladies turf sprint over the course of the distance last month, she did so after opening up by 2 lengths in the stretch and barely hung on by a head. This time, Opponent's Hope she'll have pace pressure she didn't have last month, with Tiger Bell getting Louis Saez, who can be very aggressive early. In this case, both the fillies' last 2 wins came leading from the start, and as she led early in the Soaring Softly Stakes last May. Those two, Opponent's Hope and Tiger Bell, will likely battle for the lead and be susceptible to being passed late. Plus, we got to throw in our Harper Rose on the rail, which may force Edgar Zayas to use the fillies' early speed, and we have the makings of a race which will fall apart late for the closer's benefit. Of the trio of closers, the one more likely to be ignored in the wagering and go to post at the highest odds is Band on a Run, because she's never won a stakes, as the other two have. She's actually never run the stakes, but her strong win at 5 furlongs on the all-weather last month suggests she can win. That was her second start since returning from a 15-month layoff, and she improved a ton off her comeback 5th-place effort. Jaramillo was aboard for the first time. Blinkers came off. Both really helped this mare to run a strong race with a 92 figure, just slightly below the 96 and 99 figures earned by Dancing Duchess and Just a Care. That 92 figure was the same one Band on a Run earned winning a similar turf sprint before the layoff, so she could run on turf. And she won back-to-back, so she could do that again here and gets top billing. Just a Care won the Abundantia Stakes at this distance on the course in December after a couple months off, then rallied strongly and nearly caught early leader Opponent's Hope in the Ladies' Turf Stakes last month. Junior Alvarado was up for the win, but not the loss, gets back on, and Just a Care can add to a record of never being worse than second on the turf at Gulfstream. Dancing Duchess returns fresh off a 6-month layoff for Cassie, fits perfectly with these as she won the Algonquin Stakes at the distance last in the fall of 2023 as a 2-year-old. Then she won the Aliwal Stakes, another turf sprint, last June as a 3-year-old. Dancing Duchess rallied from last of 8 in the Algonquin and will appreciate the tempo here. Her last 2 workouts coming into the race have been spectacular, particularly the most recent, which was a half mile in 47 and 6/10, the best of 51 on the day. She's ready to run. In the Captiva Island Stakes, race 7 at Gulfstream, post 3:50 Eastern on Saturday, March 15th. This is a race to wait, in my opinion, until about 10 minutes to post and let the public decide and then bet 1 or 2 of the 3 contenders, Band on a Run, Just a Care, and Dancing Justice at 2-1 or more. I think Band on a Run is definitely going to be above that price. If 2 of them are, I'll certainly do it. And if I do end up betting, or if we end up betting 2 of the 3, this is an opportunity to use what's called a Dutching tool. There's a free one at Amwager, which gets the best mathematical edge we can by prorating our bets for the best return. All we need to do is select the total amount we want to win and select 2 horses. All the math is done for us. And that's just one of many perks and tools available for racing fans at Amwager.com. I want to thank you all for listening. Don't forget, you can get the Key Races and Bets blog, written version of this, totally free, even if you're not a member. Go to Amwager.com, click on How to Bet and Ella Starr's blog. While you're there, if you aren't a member, take a look around. It's legal for residents of most states. It covers most tracks in North America as well as many around the world. You'll be happy you did. We'll talk to you next week.